Good afternoon, everyone. This is New York State Labor Commissioner Roberta Reardon. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today on the phone for an important update about New York State's unemployment insurance programs. As many of you know, states across the country have been facing an unprecedented surge in unemployment claims related to the coronavirus pandemic, and New York is no different. In just 7 weeks, covering most of March and April, we have processed 1.6 million unemployment insurance claims, compared to fewer than 100,000 claims during that period last year. And across the nation, more than 30 million claims have been filed and processed, with weekly totals reaching all-time highs nearly 10 times the previous peak. Here in New York, we have distributed over $4.6 billion to unemployed New Yorkers. And every day we are processing more applications and delivering more funds to our neighbors across the state. Despite these numbers, there's still more to do. And I want everyone waiting for their benefits to know that we are working around the clock to make sure you receive the funds you deserve. In that vein, today, we are announcing a new program to help ensure New Yorkers who have completed and processed unemployment benefit applications receive their money. Because we know that the end of this process is not having your application approved. It's actually receiving your funds every week. This new program will educate New Yorkers about weekly certifications, which are required by federal law, and which they must complete for their funds to be released into their accounts. Under normal circumstances, New Yorkers are informed that their application is complete and that they should begin weekly certifications via a letter that's mailed to their address. But recently, we have seen large numbers of applicants, literally tens of thousands of people, who have fully processed applications but are not receiving their benefits because they have not completed the weekly certifications required under federal law. I know that many of the New Yorkers who have filed unemployment applications are new to our system, and we know that the Postal Service, like so many other organizations, is facing significant delays because of the pandemic. So we are taking proactive measures to make sure New Yorkers know when and how to submit these certifications so they can receive their benefits faster. These efforts started over the weekend when we emailed 90,000 New Yorkers who have completed and processed claims but had not certified and received their benefits. Going forward, we will email every New Yorker when their claim is processed with instructions on how to certify weekly, in addition to the physical letter they will receive in the mail. And we are reminding everyone that the fastest, most efficient way to complete your weekly certification is online. To certify online, New Yorkers should visit www.labor.ny.gov/sign-in. Enter their ny.gov username and password. Click the Unemployment Services button on the My Online Services page, and then click Claim Weekly Benefits and follow the instructions. Those who cannot certify online can use our automated phone system by calling 1-888-581-5812 for traditional unemployment insurance, or 1-833-324-0366 for pandemic unemployment assistance. We will continue to proactively communicate this message to New Yorkers, including on social media, through direct emails, and through the press, because we know how important receiving your benefits is. And we want to make sure everyone has the information they need to navigate this system and get the money they deserve. This new effort on weekly certifications is part of our broader campaign to ensure New Yorkers have all of the information they need to get their benefits as fast and as easily as possible. As many of you know, last week I issued a directive reminding all businesses in New York State that they have a legal obligation to provide their workers with the information they need to apply for unemployment insurance, including the business's Federal Employer Identification Number, or FEIN. This was based on an analysis of claims that found the number one reason claims are listed as partially complete and cannot immediately be processed is because they have an incorrect or missing FEIN. We will continue to identify ways we can make the process of applying for and receiving unemployment benefits smoother for all New Yorkers. Now, before we go to questions, I wanted to follow up on something someone asked on one of our calls last week about New Yorkers not being asked for an FEIN during the application process. We looked into it. And the answer is that some people, namely those who are self-employed or independent contractors, might not have an FEIN because they don't have an employer in the traditional sense. So the application prompts them to enter a code into the FEIN field, which signifies to the system that they are self-employed or a contractor.